I don't think it worked out exactly how they were hoping. That's why I do believe this is a massive experiment as well. They're trying to see how we're going to react. But what do you think about that? I feel like they're not getting the reaction they wanted.
I honestly think that this is not at all an experiment. I think this is the real deal. I think we're all in tremendous danger, and I think this is the end of times if we do not wake up right now and counter what they're up to, because what they have coming is unbelievable. I'm not saying that there won't be a let up coming forward in the sense that, look, we're pretty much at martial law globally right now. Billions of people locked down, and it gets worse every day. They have been coding waves over and over again, and I have shown how many of, and this is well known amongst the military, even the Canadian chief of military came out and said they anticipate this whole thing to play out for a year and a half.
Yeah,
Um,
see that's where, and I've seen some of these stories too, and I'll play this side of it, and it's just me. You know, you and I have our differences, but I'm staying open to the idea that it will end, and then the next thing will come. Like it'll be because even worse next. But I don't know, and like you say, you don't know. We don't know for sure. We have feelings on things. I feel both ways. I see it could be. It's obvious, and I've said this before. This is the first time in world history that we've seen people being able to lock down the planet.
yeah, yeah.
This is incredible.
It's the biggest event in the history of the world, and it's the crime of the century. I
Yeah.
believe that this is absolute tyranny, and I'm thinking that if we do not stop what's happening, we're not going to have any chance. And it's very bad, the situation, because what they have coming, folks, is a complete collapse of the economy, a complete reset of the dollar, a new digital currency coming in. We're going to all be forced to be vaccinated to even have a chance at working again. They're bringing a universal wage for the world. This is already being heavily discussed and proposed. It's already been passed in Spain. They're going to force everyone to wear the Bill Gates tattoo, the ID 2020, right, on the skin, which is literally the mark of the beast. Um,
Yeah. Well, that's what's
and
really.
on top of that, though, just one very important thing
Okay.
to
Sorry.
throw in there, which everyone should be extremely worried about, is that Trump signed two 5G bills just last month, and a lot of people covered this. And this is to lay out the entire 5G network for all of America within 180 days. And so they are going full on, full force with this 5G network, and they're doing it all over the United States and all over the world. Is happening at the exact same time. And this stuff is so deadly for us. It is really, once this system is set up, I shudder to think what could happen to all of us. I mean, I honestly think this is the sum of all fears. I honestly never anticipated that they would be so bold to carry out something of this magnitude. I am floored by how evil this is, and every day I see worse and worse, and the signs of what they want to do are beyond troubling. And they just announced that they're saying 200 million people now have been laid off around the world. I mean, they're crashing everything. They're destroying all the small businesses. And then at the same time, martial law, surveillance grid. Now, KJ, I showed this in my videos. Where in Moscow now, everyone needs to know this. In Moscow, you're going to have to use an app to contact the government to have permission to go get your groceries.
Oh, I
And
did not know that.
yeah, they have full on facial recognition. And China has already laid all this out. So China's kind of the model. So if you look at China,
Yeah.
they've got the whole 5G thing laid out. They got as many cameras, facial recognition cameras. In fact, they've got twice as many facial recognition cameras that they're installing as there are people. So you're talking billions of facial recognition cameras that they're putting everywhere. We are witnessing totalitarian of the most epic scale that has never, ever, even been dreamt of. I'm horrified by what's going on.
Well,